by Victor Hugo. Hello, that's me, Victor Hugo. I'm a mechatronic engineer from Mexico. I'm 26 years old. And I have been working with many entities in Mexico with my startup. Their name is The Hacking Company, and we help to the people to use the technology for make more easier their lives. Um, 4 years ago, I was studying at Redcam at Imperial College London. It was funny. It was the summer of 18, and I just saw this gigant Donald Trump. And if you see, there is something related with protection and climate. So he broke the climate protection by this big doll. But the main thing is Index Water, promoted by Vélez Water, sells the future of the water, and each action was around 700 US dollars each one, and it increased almost at least 10% by year. And I saw this in the same age that the Cape Town water crisis was horrible. We already have something similar in Monterrey because there is a lot of industry and technological development and many facilities. It's a wonderful city, but they don't have water, and it's a problem over there. Huge problem in Mexico. Almost all the country have a extremely high water stress. This is Aqueduct, the digital tool of World Resource Institute. It's very good. Look for it. Producers, the people who feed animals in order to have meat. The cows, there are. This cow is sexy. The other, the sheep. We don't have this kind of sheep in Mexico, but they look nice for my presentation. But they eat a lot of food with highly footprint. We need to use at least 1,200 liters of water per kilogram of maize. So it's produced worldwide. Mexico have a huge problem. In Mexico, the last year import 18 million of tons of maize from US. They have a huge carbon footprint and water footprint. Not cool. It's related with the linear economy because we don't reintegrate the leftovers to the soil, or most of them we don't use them to feed the same animals, the leftovers. When I was in UK, I just met the Ellen MacArthur Foundation because I received advertising online about it. I just look for some circular economy and linear to a circular economy, how we reintegrate the recycling in the production line. So I just have my own startup with the hacking company about one service, flying with the drone, processing imaging. After that, find some information that can be cool for a farmer and analyze the crop. After that, some solutions that they can applying them and look for results. More or less, it was part of the service because I use find a multispectral cameras, and I start to see what was wrong with the crops with another spectral bands. So after that process, I look for the plagues. I find altimetry in the land where the farmers produce their products. We digitalize the way that we manage the crops. We help to the farmer how to optimize fertilizing and that kind of things. And we look for a backlog, a digital backlog. Avocado in Jururemba, Michoacán, is near from the place where I live, that is Morelia. All of you are welcome when you want to come. We have a beautiful cathedral. But continuing with the beach, this is a digital model terrain, and we can see the height of each element inside. So we create a checklist where we can find some principal data that can be helpful for the farmer. So I start to find how the tequila was produced, and I found the agave is the main plant that is used for produce the tequila. But there is a huge problem. When you only use the pineapple of the agave, you leave over there all the leaves, and most of them are burned. At least 90% in Mexico, so it's huge amount. At least 2 million of tons of CO2. That's suck. And I used to start to mix this service from the hacking company with UDT. This is a consortium of digital transformation that I found with people in Bolivia, Guatemala, in Peru, in Silicon Valley. And we create a model. We start to focus on the microclusters for the economical development and social for the communities. So I started to mix everything. I said, okay, let's work with agaves and this model and start to mix them, all of them, the service of drones and work with agaves, with the digital transformation. And this born, Egave, the circular economy of agave. We are live agave. So all the people here has something that give value to the ecosystem of circular economy in the agave leaves. Um, more of we help to create the silage from the leaves of agave that almost of them are burned, right? But first we need to sign a contract with agave producer and a livestock producer in the area. After of that, we use the remote sensing aerial data with RGB and multispectral cameras, that means imaging, and we estimate the inventory, the density, and the species that are in the lands or the crops of the agave producers. We recommend an agroforestal system that use 2,000 agaves and 400 mesquites. It helps to make a good carbon sequestration, and we can sell offsets in the future. But we use the drones at this moment. We use the satellite imaging in order to receive information, to have a digital tracking from the farmers and the ranchers, receive training on the follow with platforms. They start to have a digital management of the crop, so it helped to analyze data and optimize. We help them with the plantation control, also some financial education. It's not bad for nobody. So we teach about the cash flow and management in the money language. After that, we use tools like Agremo in order to see how much plants of agave there is in polygons, and get back data. It helps to the agave producers to have more money, to know how much silage they can produce or how much pineapples of agave they can sell, and it helps to wait in the market. So this is a good option to develop more economy for them. When we stop to burn 1 kilogram of agave leaves, dry matter, we prevent that dioxide of carbon go to the atmosphere and create more climate change. Um, so in terms of water, at least 1,000 liters of water per kilogram of corn silage exchange for agave, right? So we have a premise. We believe that cereals for the humans, the silage for animals, and money from the leaves. We have a market of 8 billion Canadian dollars. So it's huge. And we help to the farmers to have business intelligence. We analyze the utilities, and we help them to have a economic development.